life. So let us go and rehearse the trend line class we did. Can you see my screen? You can see
Yes,
my
sir.
chart?
Yes, sir. I can see it.
Very good. So I told you we did our last topic. We were still on trend line. I was teaching you trend line, how to draw trend line. And I
Yes.
told you that the trend line must have two touches for you to be very what? Valid. A trend line must have what?
Two touches.
Two touches for you to be valid. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So let us go to a clean chart. A clean chart on CHF JPY. Okay, this is the clean chart. This is a what?
Clean chart.
A clean chart. You can see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So, what time frame am I on right now? Can you identify the time frame we are on right now on this chart? What time
4 hours. 4 hours.
What's time frame? That's good. 4 hours. What time frame?
Mm.
So remember, I told you when you want to start doing your analysis, you have to start from the higher time frame and then you gradually be descending down to the lower time frame. And I told you that it's often quite good to start with the daily time frame or the weekly time frame. So since we're on the 4 hours, it means this is not the time frame to start with. So let us go to the weekly time frame. We can start from the daily or from the what? The weekly.
Weekly.
And that's what we call top-down analysis. Top-down what?
Analysis.
Analysis. Very good. So what currency pair are we looking at right now? What pair are we looking at? What currency
JPY.
pair is it? Huh? Hello?
Maybe JPY USD.
No, what currency you are wrong is not. What currency pair is this?
Follow me your mouse.
We are on CHF JPY,
Okay.
Swiss franc, Japanese yen. Do you see it?
Okay. Yes. I forgot me. Yes, in Galaxy Blue. I forgot me. Not all the time on that side. I forgot me.
CHF what?
JPY.
We stand for Swiss franc, Japanese yen. All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's go to the weekly time frame. Okay, do you see it now?
Yes, sir.
So looking at this chart from the weekly time frame, what trend is this? What could you make of the market? What trend is this? What are we looking
Uptrending.
at? A
Uptrending.
what?
Uptrending.
It's a clear uptrending market. A clear what?
Uptrending market.
Uptrending market. That is very correct. So because we are still on the topic of trend line, so what would you have to do? You have to focus on the most recent part of the chart. on the most recent what part of the chart. So without wasting much time, I think we can decide to start from around here, from this spot, to be able to get a very bigger picture. So you have to pick your trend line. This is the first touch now. You can see it.
Yes, sir.
You extend it to the future, getting a second touch. You move the market out, and then you extend. Okay, do you see that?
Yes, sir.
So we have played our first word, trend line. Do you see what I did?
Yes, sir. First
Our
and
first
second.
trend line. So do you understand what I just did?
Yes, sir.
And they had the first touch here, and then a second touch here.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Then the next trend line we do what must start from the last point, the previous one touched. Then you start from here, and then you touch again, and you extend to the future. Okay, giving you a first touch, and the what?
Second touch.
A second touch. A first word,
Touch. And second touch.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I muted my voice. So, are you understanding what we're doing?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we have placed the first trend line, which gave us a first touch, second touch, the second one, a first what touch, a second touch,
Yes.
then the third one, starting from where the first one stopped, the first touch, and the what?
Second touch.
A second touch. So we are following the market with the trend line. Then take it again from the last point it touched, you put it there, a first touch, a second touch, then you extend. Then you what?
Extend.
You extend. But something happened here right now. You can see that something happened. The market did not touch this trend line here perfectly. It went below it, but still maintained the uptrend. Okay, but even though this thing happened, even though the market came below the trend line right here, I taught you the knowledge of market structure. Okay, this is the last low. This point here is the last low this market gave you, the last higher low it gave you. Do you see it?
Yes, sir.
So you have to understand how to study the market when you're studying the market. So this market gave you the last higher low here before it did this one. Okay, it gave you this last higher low here before it did that one. Okay, so what am I trying to tell you now? The market gave you the last higher low here. You see it before it did this one. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so now looking at this, there is something that happened here, and you have to take note of that. What is that? You have to, if you put a level here or a line trying to get this level, you will see that the market did not break below that recent higher low. Okay, it gave you a sort of an equal low. Do you see it?
Yes.
It didn't go below that, making the buying trend to still be very valid, to still be valid. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So that is something you have to understand. Had it been the market did something like this, okay, came below this recent higher low, okay, then that means something is happening. Something is happening. Is it that the market wants to, for a trend to change and the market wants to start selling, okay, or it could simply be a manipulation. A manipulation happens that this way when something you are doing, when something you are seeing in the market just wants to confuse you. It comes down below, okay, going below this recent higher low, and then it will still come back up again. It will still go back up again. So when this thing happens, it is known as manipulation because the market manipulated every trader who understands market structure. Do you understand? Are you confused? Any question?
No, I understand.
Hmm?
How can I'm
Very good.
understand? How can I right
Very
track?
good. So it is still on the right track. Very good. You are understanding that. The market is still on the right because of what? Why do you say the market is still on the right track? Because it did
Because I
not
got
break
up.
the market structure.
Yes, sir.
It did not go below the recent higher low. Do you understand? And
Yes, sir.
because it didn't go below the recent higher low, okay, a lot of traders were there, they were seeing what was happening with the knowledge of trend line, okay, and market structure. They were looking at what was happening here. Okay, they saw that this market gave a higher low here. Okay, the market gave a what?
Higher
A
low.
higher low. The market gave a higher low here. Excuse me. Okay, the market gave a higher low here and still gave another higher low here. Do you see that?
Yes, sir.
So when the market did this, okay, it did this and still went up, came down again, went up, okay,
And down again.
it went up here. But remember this high, okay, let me tell you something now. Hold on, please. The market from this point, okay, hold on. Okay, the market was high. Here is the higher high, okay. Now remember, I taught you something in the market. Let's start from somewhere around here, okay, from this last trend line. The market came here, okay. You can decide to read all of these highs, lows, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. But to save time, the market just from here, from this higher low, it went up, okay,
Mm.
to give you this higher high, came down, give you this higher low. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. And then from here, after this higher low, it bought straight up, giving you this higher high again. Are you following me now? Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, in the market, after a higher high, there must be a correction that will give you a higher low.
Yes.
And after a higher low is complete, the next thing you expect to see in the market is a what? A higher
Higher
high.
high.
Perfect. I'm glad you are following. Now, the market came here, okay, a higher high, and then it corrected. It corrected, giving you a new higher low. But there is something that's happening here. Are you seeing the chart very clearly from your own end?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Good. Now remember we have a trend line coming from here, and this trend line has touched here, touched here, touched here, touched here, and extended to the fusion. Okay. Now the
Yes.
market was supposed to give you a higher low, quite all right, but the higher low it gave you here did not come and touch this trend line. I don't know if you're seeing that.
Yes.
You know what? It didn't come and touch this
Yes.
trend line. It did not come and touch this trend line. It didn't. Are you seeing that?
Yes.
A trend line was coming from the left part, okay, going to the future, but the market gave you a higher what? A higher high,
Yeah, high.
and then it was corrected. But the correction gave you a higher low and started showing signs of buying. But even at that, this higher low didn't touch the trend line. Did it touch the trend line?
No.
It didn't. So the market did what? It went up again. Now, as it went up, the market did not come to break above this recent higher high, did it?
No.
It didn't do that. It sold again. As it sold again, this means that the market is doing something. At this point, you should not be trading. You should not be taking a position because you are not sure what the market is doing yet. You should wait. You should be watching, be looking at the market, be calm down, be patient, be looking at the market. The market came down here again, okay, giving you what? Another low. And this low it gave you now is a higher in low than this first one it gave you here. And this first one, remember, still has not touched what? The trend line. Do you
Yes.
understand?
Yes, sir.
Remember, we are discussing trend line. I'm teaching you trend line. And at the same time, I'm bringing in the teachings of market structure. Okay, how the market moves, how the market behaves. Okay, are you following me? Now the
Yes, sir.
market came here again and give you a low, and this low now is still higher in low than this previous low right here. But remember, this previous low did not touch our trend line that has been coming from the left part with so many touches. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Then after this low here, the market went up again to give you another high. But this high at the same time is still lower in high than this high, which now confirms for you that this market is still in a correction, which means the market is not yet ready to start buying.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
The market is still what? In a correction. In a what? In a
In correction.
correction. And you as a trader, knowing, having all of this knowledge, understanding this, when the market even did this, when the market did this high right here, okay, did this high again right here. Are you seeing what I'm doing?
Yes, I'm seeing it.
Now you have seen that you have two clear touches of a trend line. What you can do, okay, you can simply go and pick up your trend line too, okay, put it on the first on the first point, okay, extend it down to the second one, and extend to the future. You see, we have a perfect trend line right there.
Yes, sir.
Are you understanding me?
Yes, sir.
Remember, we are still on the weekly time frame. If we go down to daily or 4-hour time frame, this will be so bigger that it will be a clear market you can trade and make money. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So we are still here. This market came up here again, and this new high it gave you did not go to pass, didn't go up further to be above or higher than this previous high I gave you here or this one, which clearly defines for you that this market is a what is still on a correction. It is still correcting to buy. And again, remember again, the correction, the market has not yet touched the trend line. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Because the market was supposed to touch the trend line here, but it didn't.
It didn't.
And it went up. As it went up, it didn't still come up to pass to give us a new higher high. It did not. It gave us a lower high, which means this market is still on a correction. The correction has not ended. Do you understand? Any question so
Yes.
far?
Yes, sir.
Do you
I
understand
mean,
this?
yes.
Perfect. Now this market gave you a third lower high here. This is the third one, second one, and the first. Okay. And as a trader, remember on every trend line you have, the third touch on a trend line is always the market often reacts very well on every third touch. If it's a buying market, on every third touch, the market will buy very, very well. If it's a selling market, on every third touch, the market will sell. There's a potential, a high potential, the market will do very well on a third bounce, on a third touch of a trend line. Do you understand me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the market now touched the market now came up here, giving you a lower high for the third time on this corrective market. Okay, and then it pushed it down. Remember, on every third touch on a trend line, on every third touch, the market does it reacts a lot. The market now came down. It came down here. It has now, as it came down here, the market even the momentum the market had when coming down was much serious. It pushed the price further down, but now it has touched what? The trend line. Has it touched it or not?
Touch it.
It touched it, but now the market did not just touch it perfectly, it went a little below it. But even though it went below it, there is something that happened here. Remember the first low this market gave us that didn't touch the trend line before it started buying, but the buying did not go and give us a higher high, which simply clarifies that this market is still on a what? On a correction right
Correction.
here. If the new low, the new higher low it gave you here that touched the trend line was an equal low with this first low it gave you here. You see, they are both equal because I placed a line.
Yes.
This is a line, a straight line. I placed this line here first. You can see that they are equal. They are
Equal.
very much equal.
Yes.
And the price is still around the trend line. The price is still around this trend line. Okay. Now, when the market does this, you have seen that yes, this trend line was coming. This trend line was coming from. This trend line was coming from what? From the from the far left part. It was coming. Remember, we have been following the market with our trend line. And this is our most recent trend line. This trend line right here. This trend line, this trend line, this trend line is our most recent what? This is our most recent trend line.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
And and it has been coming from far left here. This is what we call technical analysis. So the market touched here. Remember, it gave you a touch here. Do you see it? Gave you another touch here. Gave you another touch here on the trend line. Gave you another one here also. There is still a faint touch here. So the market has respected this trend line. 1, 2. Hold on. Let's keep this neat. I'm coming. Hold on, please. Let's keep it neat. I don't know, please. Are you understanding this?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Okay, look at this now. The market gave you, this is the first touch on this trend line. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. First touch.
Good. Second touch is where? Here.
Yeah.
Is that correct? Third touch is what? Is where? Here. Do you see that?
Yes.
The fourth touch is where? Here. Remember, when you have a trend line, okay, and there is a first touch, a second touch, a third touch, all of these touches, okay, are respecting this trend line. What do I mean? The price comes to the trend line, it goes up on an uptrend. It comes to the trend line, it goes up. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
The market comes to the trend line, it pushes it up.
Goes up.
It comes to the trend line again, it pushes it up. It means every time the price touches the trend line pushes the price up. The market buys, it goes up on a buying market, on an uptrending market. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So now we have first touch, second touch, third touch, fourth touch. The market even went further to touch here faintly, a fifth touch. All of these touches, the more touch you have on a trend line, the stronger the trend line. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
The more touches you have on a trend line, the stronger, the more firm, the more solid the trend line. So far, so good. We've had about 5 touches 5 bounces, and these are perfect touches because none of them went below this trend line. All of these touches, none of them went below the trend line like here. They didn't. They were all perfect touches. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Any questions so far?
No. So clear.
Good. Very nice. Now, the market has given you 5 touches on a trend line. Okay, before we come back to this our recent topic here, because this is our point of interest now. I want to teach you what happened here. Okay, but before we get there, do you know that when the market touched here on this trend line, okay, it touched here, and you place you took your trend line tool, you put it here on the first one and second one, and you extend to the future. When the market touched it again for the third time, you should be buying the market. You should do what? Be
Buying
buying
the
the market.
market.
You should place your buying position and make your money. It is not hard. You can simply risk maybe $100 to make what? $200. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You can simply risk $100 to make what? $300. As much as you can get. If as much as you can get, because you are understanding the market. Even this market, risking just something small. Okay, this market, a person who risk, let's say, $100 made around 2,000 plus dollars on this simple trade, on this third touch of this trend line.
Mm-hmm. All the possible.
It
That
is super
2,000.
possible. You can make this. You can make this third touch on this trend line. A person who risked $5,000 was making more than $50,000 on this third touch, because he touched first, touched second, and touched fourth. The market bought without even a drawdown. The market went up, it touched it very perfectly and started going up, because the market is a what? On an uptrending market. And I told you, in an uptrend, you should be what? Only be buying the market.
Market.
On an uptrend, you should be doing what?
Buying the market.
Only be buying the market. On a downtrend, you should do what?
Selling the market.
Selling the market. It is not. Do not confuse yourself with Forex knowledge. Keep it simple. I'm teaching you something very simple. Do not confuse yourself. When you open a chart, okay, you should first of all go to the higher time frame. When you go there, then maybe from the weekly, from daily, or from 4 hours. When you go to any of these 3 higher time frames, you should, as a day trader, you should be able to do what? The first thing you should do is to identify what is the trend of the market. And I taught you there are 3 trends in the market. Which are, please tell me the 3 trends in the market.
Uptrending,
Okay,
downtrending, and
yes,
zigzag arranging.
a ranging market, an uptrending market, a downtrending market, or a ranging market. Ranging market is also called what? A consolidation market. It is consolidating.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
This point right here is a perfect example of this class we are doing now. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
now, okay, you still bought here on this third touch, okay, and made profit on this third touch. You bought here and made what? Profit. And after that, okay, that day is over. You were still on the market the next day, another week. Okay, the market still went up and later came down again, touching the trend line again on the 4th time. What will you do?
Is to start buying.
You take your buying position. You enter the market for a buy.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Is this in hard?
No, sir.
Good. Now the market, imagine on the fifth fan touch, the market even bought massively for several days, even weeks. For several weeks, it was still, the market was buying. And then after all of this buy, the market now started correcting. Okay, now there is something. So this is first touch, second, fourth, fifth, sixth. Okay, so this is the seventh touch because this one was supposed to be the seventh touch, but because it didn't touch the trend line, let's not count it. This one right here is the what? The seventh touch. Do you understand this class?
Yes, sir.
Now, a trend line. Another thing I will teach you now. A trend line is not just a line. Okay, remember the market moves in wave pattern. It doesn't move on a straight line this way. No, the market moves on a pattern, in a pattern, in a wave pattern this way. And often the market does this. Market moves this way, goes up, it corrects, it goes up again. The market corrects. Okay, it goes
Yes,
up
sir.
again. Market corrects. Okay,
Goes
now
up.
remember, we are treating the topic of trend line. Okay, topic
Yes,
of
sir.
what?
Trend line.
Trend line. Now, what I just draw out for you is a what? An uptrending market chart pattern.
Line.
An uptrending market pattern. Okay, this
Yes,
is
sir.
the what? Uptrending. And remember, this is the first touch on this trend line. This is the what? This is the first touch
First touch.
here. Is that is that correct? This is the
Yes, sir.
what?
First
Second
touch.
touch.
Second touch.
This is the what? The
Third
third touch.
touch.
This is the what?
Fourth
The fourth
touch.
touch. Now, after this fourth touch, what do you think will happen next on this market?
We go higher high.
The market will go and give you a higher high. Thank you for very well, very much. The market will give you a higher high. And after a higher high, what next will happen?
Higher low.
It will give you a higher low. So the market coming down to give you a higher low is called a correction.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Now, so this recent touch now is the fifth touch. This is the fifth touch now. Do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Now, listen. I want to explain to you what happened here. What happened here? Okay, with
Yes,
this
sir.
simple diagram now that I've just drawn out. Okay, now listen clearly. You can see that this market is touching the trend line perfectly. It's like it's kissing it, just touching. Once it taps on it, it goes up. Okay, now a trend line is not just a line. Some people call it a trend area, a trend zone. It is not just a line, like the market must come to the line. Once it touches the line, it will not go up. That idea is good, but the market is not always perfect. The market moves in waves, it flows like water. Do you understand?
Yes,
What do
sir.
I mean? This price that came here now and touched and went up can still decide to come this way. Eh?
Mm-hmm.
To do this way and still went up.
Exactly
Now,
happening this place.
exactly what happened this place. Thank you for following me. Now, but being a trader with knowledge of market structure, I taught you this is the what? The low. Okay? Are you
Yes,
following
sir.
me?
Yes,
This
sir.
is the what? This low pushed up to give you this what? This high.
Higher high.
Okay? And this high, okay? This high sold, it corrected. It's called this movement right here is called a correction. This one. Coming down, coming down. It's called a what? A correction.
Correction.
So after this, perfect. So after this high, the market corrected to give you this what? This low again, called the higher low.
Higher
Why
low.
is it a higher low? Why is it called a higher low? Because it is higher in low than the previous low. It is higher. It's a low,
Low.
but this low is
And the
higher
previous
than the
one.
what? The previous low. Do
Previous
you
one.
understand that?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Then again, this low now, it went up. Remember, it went up. This was the exact level of the previous high. But the market came to this same level and went above it to go and give you a new high, higher in high than this recent previous high. Giving be giving you what we call a higher high. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So this place, let us label it. This is a low. I want you to understand this class as perfect as you can, because that will help you on your Forex journey. Excuse me, please.
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is a low. Okay,
Yes, sir.
this is a high. This is a what? A high.
High.
This is a what? This is a higher low.
Higher low.
This is a higher low. You see it?
Yes, sir.
This is a higher high. A higher high. After a higher high, what do you get again?
A higher low.
A higher low. But now remember, there is a knowledge here. Even though this price did not come to kiss or touch the trend line perfectly like others and go up, it went a little below the trend line. But even though it went below the trend line, it did not come below, it didn't go below this one. Do you understand now?
Yes, sir.
And because it didn't go below this one, it is still a higher what? Low.
Oh.
And the market is still on a buying trend. It is still on an up trend. Do you understand? Any questions so far?
No, sir.
The market can even then again, the market can even decide to come and do this. To come and do this. Exactly at this same level of the previous low, giving you an equal higher low. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
When the market does this, the market has not broken any rule of an uptrend, which means it will still be buying. Which means what?
Still be buying.
Do you understand what happens here? Are you confused?
No, sir.
Do you have any questions so far?
Remember
Hmm?
the last words. No,
It
sir.
is what? It is what?
Straight.
It is simple to understand. It's not, Forex is not hard. Forex is simple. You just need to learn. Okay?
Yes, sir.
What we are learning is Forex trading, and it's a big knowledge, because the same way people go to school to study whatever, maybe being a pharmacy or who knows, that is how you go to school to understand Forex. You can't just jump in to know this. You have to take your time, study this, get to know this to be able to make money from them. And you can make money as much as you want. But first of all, you have to learn before you earn. You learn, then remove the L, then you earn. And to learn is often hard when you are starting new. But rest assured, if you are serious and if you are consistent, you will learn what you want to learn. Okay. Now,
Yes,
what do you understand what happened here? The market came here and gave you an equal low. It gave you what?
an equal low.
An equal low. And this equal low still means the market is still on an uptrend. It has not broken any rule that guides an uptrend. This exactly is what happened here.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
And after the market did that, okay, after the market did this, what then happened? You saw a massive buying. The
Higher,
market
higher.
bought excessively, and it is still buying till now. Ever since then, this thing happened. Can you imagine? This thing happened on the 10th of February, 225. February what?
225. And that is
Now,
smart line
do
here.
you know? Hello, please
Yes,
listen,
sir.
pay attention. Do you know there are some people called swing traders? Some people bought this market from here, and they are still holding this position till today. They are still making money till today. They have not closed it. Because they entered the trade since February of 2025. Some people are still holding this trade till today. They are holding a position. It's called a position. They are holding this trade up till this moment. Their money is increasing every day. Every day they are watching the market. But they are playing safe because I taught you yesterday, they entered this market from here. They bought from this level. Okay. The market came up like this. They bought from this level. Let me show you clearly. They bought from this level. They entered from here. They bought
Zero
from
loss.
here, and they put their, please listen, they put their stop loss in this pattern, okay, and then extended their take profit. Now, do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now they put their stop, this is their stop loss. This right here is their stop loss. From here to here is their what?
Stop
Their
loss.
stop loss. The stop loss means that yes, you have analyzed the market. You know it's going to buy to give you profit. And you have seen reasons to buy, to enter for a buy. And if you buy, you make your money. But a stop loss means even though you know these things that is going to buy, if the market did not buy again and decides to go against what you analyze, against what you are seeing, against what you think, okay, if the market if the market didn't go up this way to give you the profit you want, okay, and the market decides to be going down instead of going up, if the market goes down to this point, you agree to be wrong, you accept to be wrong, and you accept to lose so amount of money, and you're okay with it. You know the amount you will lose if the market goes against your analysis. So they set their stop loss. Maybe it's $100, $10,000. It depends on the amount you can afford to lose. It's a simple business. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Now they set their stop loss this way. From here to here is stop loss. But even though they are setting stop loss, their their agenda is to make money. But why they are planning to make it is said that a person, a person who a person who a person who plans to succeed, okay, must also have in mind that if your plans fail, you will now fail. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, Now they entered for a buy, and this point right here, let's mark it out with a red line. This is the point where they agreed. They entered from here. They entered from this point. They entered from this point, okay? And from the analysis, they say that the market should be buying to make them profit. Okay? Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Good. But then I agree that if the market doesn't buy from here to be going up, and the market is acting against the analysis, is going against them. If the market moves from here to this point, from here to this point, they agree to be wrong, they accept to be out of the market. They leave it alone. They will now lose money from here to this point. They accept it. But again, if the market starts to buy, and the market buys from this, but from this point they entered to around this level, now. Are you seeing this red line?
Yes.
What they will now do is that they are now in profit, though they are making money because the market did not go against them again. They are in profit. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, because they have already set their stop loss here, they will say, okay, this is now looking nice. I love this market now. They will now move their stop loss. They will now move this stop loss from this point it was before into this point. What does this mean? Their stop loss is now above their entry price. This was their entry price. This stop loss was here before. But market is now moving in their favor. Okay? They now
Yes, sir.
moved the stop loss level to here. So which means from here, which is the entry point, to this level, the stop loss is, they have secured more profit, even though the price is currently here and still flowing. They have secured small profit. What does this mean? It means that they are now in this trade. They are now in this business, risking nothing but securing small profit already.
Very good.
They have no risk again in this world. Nothing. This market is running. They have no risk but they are making money. They are risking nothing. And if the market moves again from this point up to this point, they will still do okay, this is looking nice. They will still move their stop loss up to this level, which means they have now secured a profit from this point to this, a bigger profit now. They are now risking, they are still risking nothing. And they are still in business, but they have no risk. Even if the market, even if the price decides to reverse from here, the price now reverse from here and still comes down to touch their stop loss number, the market will take them out, leaving them with profit of this level, with this profit. At the end, they come out victorious, they come out with money, with positive, with profit. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
So the higher the price is moving, the more, if the price also moves from here to this level, they will still move their stop loss following the price, which means what? They have secured profit of from this point to this point. And this, my friend, can mean $100 for somebody, can mean $1,000 for a person, can mean $1 million for a person, can mean $1 billion for a person. It depends on your trading capacity.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Mr. John and Mr. Peter can be in the same trade, okay? In the same trade, making the same. I taught you pips, making the same pips. Now, let's not discuss pips more. Pips from this point to this point right here now is giving you 2,663 pips. Okay, so we measured the distance in the Forex market with pips from this point to this point. Okay, what we use to know the distance here is pips. Pips is like our ruler, the ruler we used to measure. So from here to here is like 2,600 pips. Now, this thing can mean $10 for a small trader, can mean $1 million for a trader, can mean, it depends on your trading knowledge and capacity on what you can do. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Good. So moving ahead. So some people who entered this trade, there are people that have been holding this trade up to this moment. And those people, they have made so much money that can change the life of a human being. Okay, so now after you have a touch, this is our seventh touch on this trend line, right? Our seventh touch, and this seventh touch bought. Remember, I have explained to you why the market did not come and perfectly kiss the trend line. It came below it, but it still maintained the rules of an uptrend. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Any questions?
No, sir.
Good. Now the market went up, it has been buying. Now the market has bought to give you a higher high. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
It has given you what? A higher high. Because this new high, the market has here is higher than this previous high it gave you. Is that simple to understand?
Very simple.
So after a higher high, what are you expected to see again?
A higher low.
A higher low. Thank you so much. You are going to see a higher low in the market. And then the market is preparing to give you a higher low. This market will give you a higher low, which will come this way. It will come this way to give you a higher low, and it will still touch the trend line. Do you see that? So yes, now seeing that this market has given me what? Has given me what? A higher high. And I know that as a trader, with my knowledge in this Forex business, what comes next should be a higher low. Okay? Remember, we are still on the what? On the weekly time frame. And we are still treating the topic of trend line. Are you understanding this?
Yes, sir.
Good. So now let's move down to the daily time frame. To the what?
Daily time frame.
Daily time frame. This is it. We click here. It has loaded. This is it right now. So you see that the things we drew, why on weekly that looks smaller, has become somehow bigger. Do you notice that?
Yes, sir.
So the chart has become bigger. That's why when you start from the daily time frame, it will give you a clear, a clear picture on a smaller scale. Because when you go down to the other time frames, those things will start to look bigger. Do you now see the reason why you start from the bigger time frame to see the market very well? Do you now understand it?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand what this line that I drew here meant?
Yes, sir.
This line is the line that I drew out that gives us a higher high. Do you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Very good. This thing is not hard. It's very simple. So now, what did we say last? What are we expecting the market? We are expecting that the market will give us a higher low. The market has to come down to give us a what? A higher low. But we cannot just enter the market to start selling because we now realize that the market has to come down this way to give us a higher low. No, we have to wait and see the signs that this market is ready to come down. And coming down is also called correction. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Good. So we are now on the daily time frame. And looking at this, there is no reason to place a trend line anymore. You can try to place the trend line if you wish. This is the last touch of this trend line. I can decide to put the trend line here. Remember, we are still treating the topic of what? Trend line. There is no need, in short, to put a trend line here. No need, because we already know what the market is about to do. It has already bought, so no need to put a trend line there. So we leave it. So the time frame we are on right now, there is no much information to get from here. Don't confuse yourself too much. Just move down to the what? The 4-hour time frame. So we are now in what? The 4 hours what?
Time frame.
We are now in what? We are now in
4
what?
hours. 4 hours time frame.
4 hours time frame. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
what is happening here on the 4 hours time frame? Do you remember? Do you remember that this market had a touch? It had a touch here that went below the trend line before. Okay, and then which I explained to you why it didn't kiss perfectly. It came down below it and was buying, and it's been buying ever since then. Okay, it's been ever since then. It's been buying. It's been buying. It's been buying. It's been buying. It's been buying massively. Okay, so right now we are here. This is the point where we are right now on the 4 hours time frame. Please, do you have any question? Do you understand the current chart? Do you understand how we got here?
Yes, sir.
Good. So this market is doing this. Okay, the market has been buying up to this level. And to interpret this, this is the a higher low, a higher high, 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 a higher low, another. This high right here, my brother, it is not a higher high. Okay, it's a lower high, or it's too close. So let's see it as an equal high. Okay. Remember, we have established that we are expecting what? For the market to give us a higher low. Hello? Hello? Looks like his connection is out of the market. 1 second, I've got to call him on the phone. So